us like these kind of shots. Yeah. I think mine can fit you, right? I think so. Yeah, so they have to take your measurements.
Can you size?
Zeds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But just trim it.
So that is for the next tournament, or?
No, Saturday. To match the 8th game number 16 of the ILT20 Continental Cup powered by Fancode. It is, of course, Botswana taking on Team Nigeria. With me here at the toss is Karabo Mutlaka, the captain of Botswana, and Sylvester Okwe, the captain of Nigeria, and our match referee, Emmanuel Dube. In a game which has been reduced, of course, to 5 overs aside, Karabo will be home. Who do the flip? Heads is the call. Tails. It is. Karabo, you've won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
We're going to have a bet today. I think it's better for us to try put runs on the board and then apply pressure later on.
Runs on the board, what total are you looking at?
To be honest, I think the way we've gone over our first 5 overs, maybe 50, 60 plus. Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you.
You lost the toss, of course. What would you have done if you had won the toss?
I feel we would have gone to bowl first.
What total are you looking to restrict them?
To the best minimum we can. We have a good team who we think they can do the job for us.
Okay, wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
The news coming out here in the middle is Team Botswana have won the toss and they have decided to have a bat first.
Right, so you heard from the toss there. Karabo Mutlaka, the captain of Botswana, choosing to bat first. Runs on the board that is going for Melams Tawanda Eli with Davis Karashani bringing you this encounter, match 16 that has been reduced to a 5-over match courtesy of rain delay. DLS coming into play. We only need 5 overs to constitute a match, and that's what we can have with the amount of overs that we have limited. Davis, what would you have done?
Interesting bit of a conversation. Contrasting opinions, of course, from the two gentlemen in the commentary box. Let's feel that the shorter the format, the better for the team that will bat second. Because an important variable stays the same, and that is the wickets column. Allowing the batters to play with a lot more freedom. On the contrary, Eli felt otherwise.
With Dopol to start off things with you. Botswana choosing to open up with Monarchs Castleman. He has been shuffled up and down the order quite a number of times. Back to opening ways because of the limited overs and hoping that he can be able to blast off from the onset. Abdul Mumuni Mohammed opening things for Nigeria. Whacked away. And that's a great connection. Into the pavilion it goes. Take cover. And that sounded so sweet. It'll be music to the batter, agony to the bowler.
Short pitch delivery there from Mohamed Taiwo. Gets the treatment it deserved. And that's muscled down the ground there into the pavilion. First maximum of this encounter.
Now this is all be key for people to understand, especially as bowlers. You need to treat these 5 overs like death bowling. If you come in as if you've got 20 overs, you will go for plenty because batters will understand they have a limited amount of time here.
It's 28 deliveries to go to end this inning. 10 wickets intact for Botswana. There is a third man and a deep square leg.
Swing and a miss. And cheers coming through from the dugout of Botswana, trying to pump up Castleman. You can see him knocking his head there. He was hoping for a better connection, the young man. He can hit it on the up with ease. He loves those kind of shots. We've seen him in this tournament how lethal he can be. Sometimes you won't get the desired connection, but connect it he will either way. Short ball. It's validated as a legal delivery.
Short delivery, balls it right across the right hander there. Kalsuman unable to get wood to it, but just to let the viewers know, in a 5-over game there will be 2 overs in the power play, maximum of 2 fielders outside that ring. The bowling quotas for the bowlers, the maximum a bowler can bowl is 2, and only 2 bowlers can bowl 2 overs. High octane game going on here right now in at the Gahanga Stadium.
Comes down the track, swing and a miss. And so we had 1 maximum, and now 4 dot balls followed. Away from the body. Missing it totally. He needs to move towards that ball, and now he's trying to create room for himself. But the only way you can get a connection is if you're coming towards the ball, because Abdul Momuni Mohammed, he's bowling it across the right hander, so he's pushing it away from him. So you need to move towards that delivery.
Beautiful way to close off the over. Not very often does a bowler bowl 4 dot balls in a row in a 5-over game. Very well bowled again, right across the right hander. No room for him to free his arms. And after 1, Botswana are 6 for no loss.
Well, the first over is gone, and you say it's a decent one. 6 runs off it. That's Botswana's lineup. Karamu Mutlanka and Monarchs up front. Vilo Barakrishna make up that top order. Reginald Onde starts off the middle order. The bowlers Moloki Moketsi, Buema Kumalo, Alfred Koisamang will be key in the defense of whatever is put up by those that will bat.
Nigeria squad, Rumsewe alongside Salau. Olayenka comes back into the side. Isaac Danladi, Stephen Okpe, Sylvester Okpe, Isaac Okpe, Vincent Adedeo, Ridaman Abdukarim, Peter Aho, Muhammad Taiwo and Ifanye Ubo will be the players tasked to do the job in what looks like a straight out quarter-final or semi-final. These 2 teams will know that they need to pick up a victory today to try and effect yet another victory tomorrow to get into that final that will be played on Saturday afternoon.
Right, pace up front again. This time from the airport end, it will be Peter Au. The first over just went for only 6. We'll now wait to see what the second over will be like. It'll be Karawa Mutlanka, the left-hander facing this time around. Pulls it away, and there's a sweeper. Danladi, he will juggle it a bit, and they come back for 2. That's good running. And the fumble in the field by Danladi allowed them to just get a sniff of the second run.
You reckon because that field is probably a little bit wet and a bit sloppy, you think that the fielders will be able to struggle a little bit, but good to see the Nigerians there. And from they do have a towel, they understand they need to keep that ball as dry as possible to get any kind of patches. But Eli, 5-over game totally evens the odds up for the teams. It makes them a lot closer.
Cuts it away. Not before. Width was offered, and width was taken. And you get 4 runs for taking it.
Short and wide delivery to Karabo. Should be easy pickings. And he effects that by cutting it very handsomely down there to extra cover, vacant position.
This will be a very important over. If Karabo Mutlanka is allowed to free his arms, allowed to have a go, it'll be a huge one. 6 runs already from it.
Again, Eli, back to our conversation. Would you bat or ball first in a 5-over game, and reasons why?
Bat first. It's a good ball, but they scamper through for 1. Well, my reasons for batting first would be when you're looking to set a target, you really don't have that much pressure of the scoreboard and dot ball percentage. It's pretty much the dot ball percentage that you're worrying about, that you don't need to chew too many dot balls. Unlike when you're chasing, you have the target to think about, the dot balls to think about, and looking for scoring areas. It tends to be a daunting task for many sides.
In the contrast, and why I still think you're better off chasing runs, especially in a 5-over game, you're giving yourselves 30 balls. you're looking to ensure that first and foremost you do not even look about at those 10 wickets. You're looking to lose not more than 3 wickets, but you're looking to ensure that you get runs off at least 20 balls of the 30.
Keep slow. Castleman's stride needs to be towards the ball if he's going to make any connection, because it's now 5 balls that he has missed. He's still far away from that delivery.
You just get a feeling he's trying to hit the ball too hard and too far, and he's losing his shape in that attempt. But the good news for Nigeria is that he's eating up very priceless dot balls.
Again, this one wide. Fortunate.
Wide delivery. The wide belongs to the umpire. Kasaman will feel that he's obviously missed out on that one.
But a better stride on that one. He really took a huge stride across to try to get to that one. I believe that's the only way that he can make a connection. Chips it up. And the outfield is wet. But a good piece of fielding, good diving effort. Just puts the brakes before he got to the boards there. Players fielding, putting their bodies on the line, you'd say.
Very well struck there from Kasaman. Up and over that infield. But great work by the fielder there in covers. He certainly saved the run already for this Nigerian outfit, who will feel that they need to win this particular game to break that 5-game losing streak.
A fine effort by Ubo there. Diving over the rope and pulling it back in just in time, and able to effect the brakes on his landing. Right, Karabo Mutlanka on strike. He's had better strike rate percentages in making connection with the ball. Connected. It's up in the air. Obo running after it. It falls in and takes it deep. He gets 2. Second over done. And it'll be 19 runs on the board for Botswana in the first 2 overs. So the power play will be over. That's the standings there. Uganda perched beautifully, but the battle is between number 3 and 4. 4 points apiece. They want to get to 6. Stay alive. Rwanda well played still there. And they lost today, but you would want to be there and have a better net run rate, giving yourself an opportunity. Now with the power play over, let me change in the commentary box. Davis Gershani takes a seat to watch the action. Bob Zonga Bashir joins me. Bob, of the two, what would you do? Ball, bat?
Definitely I'll bat any day, any time. Of course, knowing that you're just playing 5 overs. Starting off, of course, with that license. As we see the introduction of the captain, Sylvester Okpe, coming in from the pavilion end. He has a deep extra cover, long off, long on. Deep square leg to that man, Kasaman, who'd love to hit him down the ground to the shorter boundary, of course.
Starts off with a wide. Extras need to be minimized very, very much. Very wide. Connected. It's in a vacant region. The fielders will run to get it. When they collect 2, better connection from Kassaman.
Of course, not easy conditions to field on. A little bit, of course, slippery in the field.
The field has been spread. Where you target will be key here. Swing and a miss. Trying to drag it outside of stump. A shot that he has attempted several occasions but failed. Turkish edge over point. Another opportunity in that huge big side. Can they pick up 3? They're pushing. Yes. Good call by Karabo Mutlanka. Well aware that that side is a huge side. 80 meters going that way. So you have the opportunity to run 3.
Oh, very good running from the skipper there. Karabo Mutlanka taking on that armor in the deep. Outside off on that occasion. Up and over that fielder at covers. Ridwan doing a very good, fantastic job not to let it go all the way to the boundary.
That presence of mind by Mutlanka to run to your danger end, knowing everybody's trying to get the ball there. Steals one, you would feel, just sneaks it in. 6 runs from the first 3 deliveries. There was a wide there, that's why I'm saying first 3. Another 3 to go.
Love, of course, the presence of mind from the captain, knowing you have 10 wickets in hand. It was, of course, worth that risk. Trying to add runs on the total. 25 for naught after 2.3.
Cuts it very, very well. That'll be 4. A very welcome boundary. It'll be welcomed. It'll be anguish for Sylvester Okpe. Now the crowd enjoying this one because it's anyone's game.
Round the wicket with on offer. Cut away powerfully. You would tell, of course, the reason he wanted to be back on striker is the captain. There you see those 4 all the way from Botswana to cheer for the Botswana team here.
Now the Zebras getting support here. Big heave. Doesn't make the connection, but they still on there, waiting for umpire signal. And says that it comes off the bat. So it's 11 runs off this over already with a delivery to go.
Don't need to close off with a boundary.
Swing and miss. It was in the arc, but they run. Good presence of mind from Karabo. And I love his calling. He really understands the assignment here that you need to get as much as you can. 3 overs done. And it'll be 31 for non-loss for Botswana. Still trying to figure out how they can navigate this, because this is a good start from Botswana. They have 31 runs on the board. If they can get about 20 in the next 2 overs, they can try to amp up things. Me being optimistic, 2020 it will be very well set, because currently they're just going around 10. If you can try and double that, a few maximums here and there, even if you lose 2 wickets or so, you will be still in a good position.
It's going to be that man, Isaac Okpe, coming in from
Isaac sharing some notes with Peter Owl. The duty for drying or keeping the ball dry is Isaac Okpe. You see him with that white towel walking away there. Peter Owl is given a second over. Right, marshalling troops in terms of the field that he wants. Right, there's deep mid wicket, long on, long off, a sweeper on the offside. Here we go. Played straight, neatly timed, sweet, but it'll only be 1. They come back for 2. Now good running, good push from Karabo Mutlanka. The first time I'm really seeing him push for 2s in this game, or in this tournament rather. He's usually comfortable with singles and keep strike, but this time around comes back to push for 2.
a very good option indeed from Munro Kasoman, trying to hit him much straighter. That 65 meter boundary. But again, that man, Karabo Mutlanka, he spoke about 60. He is running very hard.
Again, but this one finds the gap. Sweet. And a top shot that any batter would be proud of. It breezed through the covers.
This time round, a full inside out over that man at covers. This time round, the young Castleman decides to get one over the ropes.
Now this is the perfect setting for Castleman. Moves into the 20s already, only from 14. He's charging, he's giving his side a chance to be in that second spot. 6 runs off the first 2. Pulls it away. Top edge, men under it. Oh, very close to the boundary. What's the decision there? No, wait for the umpire for the signal. What will they decide? They're asking for the ball. The umpires will meet to try and decide what happens. And was well up high. Slipped while taking the catch there. Stayed away from the boundary line from the looks of things. Nobody has to go. Is given out. And Castleman's efforts, 20 from 14. He'll be happy. His team will cheer him on here. It'll be what the others can be able to do with the deliveries that's left. But a valiant effort in trying to go big.
A very good catch under immense pressure from Mohamed Taiwo. Once again, another yellow-green fielder takes a stunner. The young Castleman, you'd feel he's done his part. Top age on that occasion. Straight to that man in the deeper, third man. Knowing exactly where the boundary ropes were. Oh, what a catch.
Beautiful work. Camera work was also amazing. Following the ball up high and completing the catch. It's action-packed. You need to be on your toes, even if you're behind the camera. Right, Terindo Pereira is the man that walks in. He can strike it big. But what has been the problem is that every time that he tries to strike it big, he's been finding fielders throughout the tournament. Will it be a different fare for him in this game?
Not a bad move here from the Zebras, of course, knowing that Terindo Pereira has hit a couple of maximums over the bowler's head.
Connects that. And that's straight to long on. They're pushing for 2. The throw to the wicket keeper. Fumble by Ranchoe at the vital moment. Terindo Pereira had almost given up, but he is given a lease of life. The pressure is telling you.
Oh, what a throw, what a hit. The captain, of course, knowing Terindo Pereira is going to turn back and run back to the striker's end.
Oh, he drops it at the vital, the most important part where you're supposed to take off the bells. Straight, this time wideish of the captain. They're pushing again for 2. He fumbles it. This time it's him who fumbles and gives away a boundary. Ranchoe, what will you say to your skipper now?
And it's that man, of course, Karabo Mutlaka, on that occasion, putting pressure on the fielder. He was ball full on that occasion. Trying to go for a run out instead of collecting the ball in time.
Oh, left clutching at the grass there on Sylvester Okpe. Unfortunate, the field doing its tricks on him because it's still pretty wet, especially at the outer boundary there.
A last ball to come from Peter Aho. So far he has gone for 12 runs, despite, of course, getting that wicket of Castleman.
Connects it straight again. They're going to push for 2. Karabo Mutkanka takes off. Will it get there? Yes, it does, courtesy of another fumble from the bowler. Now running between the wickets is putting pressure on people collecting it on the final stroke. Botswana, their captain here, showing them that you can put pressure on the fielder by running well. It's 4 overs done, 45 for 1. Right, we're now into the last over.
That man, of course, taking a breather is Karabo Mutlaka, who's been running in shuttles.
Oh, he's had a good workout today. The shuttles that he has done, pushing for 2 even. He knows when he's not the one on strike, but he's trying to give his side a chance here. It'll be good to see if the efforts that he's pushing for will be aided by everyone else that will come to bowl when it is their turn. But before they get to bowl, they need to face 6 deliveries. And it will be Abdul Mumuni Mohammed to bowl the final one. He went for 6 in the first one, but he was bowling to Castleman, who was struggling to pick him. He had hit him for a maximum on the second delivery of the over. And then after that, a series of dope balls. Now things fair off now. Karabo Mutlanka on strike. He's on 13 from 6.
They will, of course, target that 15 run in this over to get closer to that 60.
Up in the air. Fielder running for it. They're pushing for 2. It's possible, but courtesy again of another fumble in the outfield. And it's doing wonders on the fielders here, giving batters opportunity that they normally would not have.
Another change of pace from that man, Mohamed Taiwo. Not enough timing on that occasion, but they will be happy with those 2 runs. His team Botswana, of course, led by that man, the captain himself, who is now on 15 of 7.
Here we go. Cuts it away. Fingertips to it. Now to take the pace off it. Ridawan trying to go for a diving Superman catch. Definitely saved 2 on that occasion. And they pick up another 2.
Oh, very good running between these 2. And what an effort. With on offer, a little bit of shape on that occasion. He had a hand on it, is that man, Ridwan. He knows, of course, this game means a lot to the Yellow Greens.
I feel he should have gone with both hands there for the catch. But he decided to go with one hand, trying to go for the spectacular. Bowled him. Slower through the air. Deceived. Rolling his fingers on that one. Heaving it leg side he was, and misses it totally and loses his wicket. Karabo Mutlanka.
A very good line there from Mohamed Taiwo. Top of off, out of the ground. He has got 17. I'll tell you, Eli, he has run more than 20 plus runs. Is that man the captain?
Oh yes. Half the runs that were scored there were courtesy of him pushing for 2s. Tatayona Tose is the new man that walks in. And he has 3 deliveries to face and get as many as he can. 49 has already been put on the board in the first 4.3 overs.
4 runs coming off the first 3. They would love, of course, to get a boundary or even a maximum. He missed out in the previous game. Is that man, Tatayone.
Goes for a big heave. Beaten by pace off there. Taking the pace completely off his Tayo Muhammad. Well done. That's great usage of variation in pace there. You'll need to watch it a little bit more if you're a batter. Keep your eye on it. Don't try and play a premeditated shot, because that's what we're seeing here. That's what made the parish of Mutlanka, and that's why Tatana Tose just missed the last delivery, going for premeditated shots rather than watching the ball. Down the track, swing and a miss.
What an over from that man, Taiwo, of course, after taking that stunner. A third man hit the deck harder.
Going for almost body line length there, not giving him room to free his arms. Now the last delivery, what will they get? I just have a feeling that even if they don't make a connection, they're going to run, because getting 50 on the board will just be a psychological advantage. There you go, last ball. Down the track, swing and a miss, and gone. And that's all the efforts that Botswana will be able to make in the 5 overs that they've been given. And it'll be 49 for 2 in the 5 overs. Ranchoe just completing that last run out. And he'll quickly rush off the field, looking to pad up, I believe, together with Sylvester Okpe. I see him rushing off. believe those two will be key. Let's have a look at the batting scorecard there. Karabo Mutlanka, Mel made 17 of 19, but he pushed others to get as much as he can, especially Castleman, 20 from 15. Tarindo Pereira got going as well, courtesy to being pushed, made 8 from 3. Tatana Tose faced 3 deliveries without scoring. 4 extras were given.
And the bowling chart, of course, from the Yellow Greens. That man, Mohamed Taiwo, going for 10 runs in his 2 overs with that economy of 5. Picking up, of course, 1 wicket of the opposition captain, Karabo Mutlaka. Peter Aho, very expensive, going for 13 in his 2 overs. And the captain, yet again, going for 11 runs in his 1 over. The Yellow Greens, of course, after winning the toss, they will be chasing 50.
Let's have a look at the highlights package here. 5 overs were given to each side. Castleman started off with a big maximum there. And Karabo Mutlanka joined the party, cutting it through the covers, neatly timing it. Sylvester Okpe as well was sent in the same direction. And Castleman tried one too many times, but the few occasions that he was able to get it. And then this was his dismissal. A magnificent catch from the boundary there by Abdul Momuni Mohammed. And then this was that fortunate boundary of Tarindo Pereira. Karabo Mutlanka beaten in the pace. And then Taranatose ran out courtesy to some good running and removal of bails. I'll be back shortly for the chase to see what Nigeria will do.
Welcome back to the ranches at the halfway stage. You feel that it's evenly poised. Botswana managed to put together 49 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. Key blasts from at the top there. Karabo Mutlanga got 17 of 9. Kasuman 20 of 15. Tarindo Pereira 8 of 3. Those were important runs, allowing them to get that 49 mark for the loss of 3 wickets. It's a 5-over game. 5-over game is literally, looking at the bowlers there. Success for Muhammad Taiwo, picked up 1, conceded only 10 in a 5-over game. Peter went for quite plenty, 26, but picked up that 1 wicket to 11 runs conceded by Sylvester Okpe. In a 5-over game, it is literally a quick dash. It is what you'd call an 100-meter run. It is a sprint. It's not a marathon. You get a feeling that this one is going to be a very, very close encounter. Similar to that 100-meter run in that final, the men's final. And the man in your frame there, Alfred Komisang, he's been decent in the tournament, but he's been tasked to bowl and give Botswana a good start in this 5-over game. The men out there for Nigeria are the usual suspect. Runsewa will be batting on one end alongside a new partner in Isaac Danladi. Welcome, Bob. What do you reckon?
Isaac Danladi alongside that man, Suleiman, the wicketkeeper batsman. For the first time, of course, in the ILT20 Continental Cup, powered by Fancode. We don't see Salim Selau. For my liking, I feel he's a little bit harsh. But Alfred will bowl the first delivery. White ball. Trying to cramp him from room, but a little bit wide on that occasion. Shuffling across from that man, Suleiman Rushewe.
You'd have thought that the fact that he shuffled that far across the stump, obviously the wide line would have moved. But it's a good thing, Bob, we are in the commentary box. We do not have to take the tough decisions out there.
I love the fact, of course, that Alfred started off with changing his pace and not bowling it a little bit quicker on that occasion. That man inside the ring, fine leg inside the ring. He has that man, Pemelo Silas, the base fielder for the Zebras at long on. And a deep square leg fielder in the deep. Cut away on that occasion, up. Listen to the sound of that. Going all the way for a maximum. From that man, Suleiman Rushewe, throwing the kitchen sink at that one.
Bobby, just get a feeling, based on the way the first inning was ended, Rushewe was smart enough, got a short delivery outside of stop, asking to be hit, and hit. It was smashed into the plantation across the ground. But you could look at him, the last ball of the inning. He was smart enough to remove his glove, allow the bowler to take pace off, and he was able to effect the run out. That's smart cricket. So for me, he has come across as one of those very intelligent lads in this yellow-green side. And he's looking to make full use of that vacant extra cover region.
He is intelligent, of course, but again, you would feel that they want, of course, to break that shackles of that 5-match losing streak is the Yellow Greens. Pull into the pads, back to back, 10 runs coming off the 2 balls from Alfred.
11 runs are already conceded in the first 2 deliveries. Full delivery there. And he gets right under that one, hits it to that vacant deep square leg region. Pressure already on Alfred. I thought it was going to be a very close one. Thought it was clearly as close as that 100-meter race. But looking like that London Olympics 100-meter race where Usain Bolt literally ran away with it. Unchallenged, you would say.
In my opinion, Davis, I would tell you I would have gone for that man, Tatayone Tsoye, having rested, of course, in his last encounter. And the recovery, of course, would have been very key with these cutters. They've decided to go, of course, for that man, Alfred. So far, he's gone for 12 runs in 3 deliveries. They would love to finish on a high, pick up a wicket or 2.
It is all happening here at the Gahanga Cricket Stadium. Match day number 8. Our co-commentator called it. He called the opening combo for Nigeria. Eli called it and said, we wouldn't be shocked to see Isaac Danladi opening the batting. And there he is in your frame.
Change of pace, deft touch, allowing that man to get back on strike. Smartly done, of course, by that man, Isaac Danladi.
The equation for the Yellow Greens is they need 37 runs off 26 deliveries. I always felt for me that is where the game can be won. In a 5-over game, you always know what you're chasing. And with 10 wickets in hand, you feel that you have a better chance.
Change of pace again. Big sweep shot. Get something on it and enough to get it over the ropes. It's that man, Suleiman Rushewe, putting on a show of his own. Shot number 7. Getting yet another boundary. 17 with one delivery to come. Big one, I must say here, Davis.
Good cricket from the young man. Goes right across the stumps. He recognizes that the gap at deep fine leg does exist. And he plays it with a lot of conviction. One bounce just within the boundary. Massive over for Nigeria. Exactly what they would have needed to get their ranches underway.
And I love the fact that he's been moving across his stumps and knowing anything ball outside off, he will get enough. Goes cheeky on that occasion. Doesn't get enough timing. You would feel they'll finish on a high with that dot ball is the Zebras. 17 for naught after 1.
Looking at the replay, went for the reverse. Trying to be very but very well done to the batter to get back in time. 17 after 1 for Nigeria.
That man, of course, shot number 17, Tatayone Tsoye. Very crucial over, I would say here for that man. Of course, he has to bring out all the experience he possesses. Change of pace, beats the outside edge. Keeping a little tattoo shot on that occasion from Tatayone. Starting off with the dot ball.
Experience on display. He will know that he doesn't want to bowl too full in that hitting arc of Isaac Danladi. After conceding a big over in that first one from Alfred, he knows he has to put in a big repair job.
A very good field set. He has a deep extra cover and a long off. Up. Listen to the sound coming off the blade of that man, Isaac Danladi, who doesn't need any more sighters as he gets one over the ropes.
Goes right across the stumps. Width on offer. Isaac Danladi throws his hands at it and muscles it down over the what you'd call the scoreboard down there. Coach start, you will feel for Nigeria in the over. They will know that momentum is with them. They require just 27 of 22 deliveries.
If they keep striking it like they are at the moment, you would feel they would love to chase this inside 3 overs. Suleiman Rushewe on 15 of 5. And his partner breaking the shackles, getting the first maximum, is Isaac Danladi. Off leg cutter on that occasion. They're running very hard. Drop shot at the fielder in the deep. Run out chance. But they'll be very happy to take 2 runs to add to the total. Have the fact that these two batsmen have been shuffling across, of course, not trying to get cramped for room.
Tatayone pulls out of that one. Perhaps just taking a big sigh to just recollect his thoughts, just calm down, slow the proceedings down here. Just try and kill this kind of momentum that Nigeria put together. Now you'd hope Karabo just wants to calm his charges down a little bit, slow things down.
What options does that man have now? Change of pace again, up. Nobody moves. No look from Isaac Danladi. Getting his second maximum of Tatayone's first over. Make that 14 off just 4 deliveries. They move to 31 for North East. The Yellow Greens. Look at the smiles, of course, from the dugout.
Pulled right in the arc. Tatayone, you need to keep away from that hitting arc of Isaac Danladi. And he muscles it miles beyond that long off fielder. The happier of the two dugouts. The Yellow Greens are cruising. They will know they're inching closer to breaking that losing streak.
Look at those smiles, I'll tell you there, Davis. 6 players are all padded up, including that man, Mohamed Taiwo.
But the equation for Nigeria is that it's the first time in the game that they require less than a run a ball. Looking at those highlights, they have been dealing in maximums. Rosha will hit that over the big square. Oh, another one. That was by Isaac Danladi. He's looked to enjoy that area over long off. He's a big boy. A lot of power. And when he pounces on one, it does stay hit.
And of course, that last maximum was the best of all. Knowing, of course, there's a fielder in the deep and long off. And he cared less is Isaac Danladi. Deft touch. Straight to that fielder. A short third man. Another expensive over, going for 15, yet to deliver. The last delivery is Tatayone. Would feel for those men up there in the pavilion. Came in handy to support the Zebras. They've been kept quiet, courtesy of those two men at the crease. With their partnership now worth 32. Inside 1.5 overs. Came out, of course, all guns blazing. Last ball to come is Suleiman Rushewe. What option does he have? Shuffles across. Goes for a big sweep shot into that vacant region. They'll close off the over with a boundary. It is 19 runs coming off the first over of Tatayone. 36 for naught after the power play.
The highlights of the power play coming up. Not much to write home about in the wickets column. It's been all Nigeria. First maximum went over extra cover. That was muscled yet down to deep square leg. Big over in the first one. Followed that up by playing that over fine leg. But it is the second over of the game of Tatayono that flew the distance. Isaac Danladi taking a liking and hitting Tatayone for 2 maximums over long off and finishing it off with the 4 right behind square leg. Nigeria have bossed that power play and are cruising at 36 for no loss after 2. Speaking of openers getting out of the blocks pretty quickly, these two have managed to put together 36 runs in only 12 deliveries. Eli.
Oh, they are cruising. Motoring, you'd say, is Nigeria. Understanding the assignment of the 2 openers here. But I'll say that there's been some case of poor thinking and poor bowling on Botswana's part. Oh, straight as an arrow. That's 6. That's another maximum into the total. You'll take them to 42. They'll just need 8 from 17. Isaac Danladi showing his prowess here.
Nigeria are in a hurry to wrap this up. Full and straight in the hitting arc yet again for Isaac Danladi. Muscles it. Straight as an arrow down there to the screen at next to the pavilion.
That's a brilliant shot. Either way you look at it from any angle. Bottom edge. If it's your day, it's your day. Vinu Balakrishna will chase. He'll get 2 from that. Boemo Kumalo also being put under the charge here.
And in just nearly half of the allotted deliveries for the inning, Nigeria are 1 hit away from breaking that five-game losing streak.
I get a feeling he's going to go for it. He would want to finish in style because he's been the man of the show. Smothered down the ground. There's a sweeper. And trying to get back there. Just settle for 1. Either way you look at it, Solomon Runshaw 19 from 6. That's a brilliant start. Isaac Danladi even better, 25 from 9. Trying to open the face on that occasion. Oh, this is a difficult one. You're defending 5 runs in almost nearly 3.5 overs. This chicken definitely will not fly. Clipped away, up and over. That will go for a maximum, I tell you. Game, set, match, and done. What were you talking about, saying that this might be another loss to Nigeria? The Yellow Greens are brimming with life. High fives all around.
This particular fixture, much anticipated to be very close, unfortunately turned out to be a 1-round knockout. The happier of the two sides, the Yellow Greens, they will know they picked up a victory, and a victory that gets them closer to that final.
If we look at that one again, with an offer, opening the face of the blade, and goes many a mile, the longer part of the ground, clearing almost 80 meters. What a way to finish things off. That's a definitive finish, and they get back to winning ways. They needed those. Now the batting card, it'll be one story. The power of Nigeria. 25 from 8, Solomon Runshaw. Isaac Danladi, 25 from 9. Splitting it in between. You take 25, I take 25. 1 extra. Nigeria win by 10 wickets.
Not much right home about in that bowling card. Nothing in the wicket column, but more important, look at that last column, the economy rates. Alfred went for 17 and over. Tatayone went for 19. Bomo Kumalo, with only his 5 deliveries bowled, went for a record 18. You just feel yet again that Nigeria literally blasted their way through this particular fixture. They've broken the door.
Let's have a look at the highlights. I'll tell you, it's going to be brief, but blistering, I tell you. An entertaining package. The whole entire innings of Nigeria was a highlights package. Got off things, one-handed 6. And after that, played square of the wicket and found the boundary again with ease. Botswana could not just set their lines. Another one-handed 6. Tatayana Tose was put under the pump by Isaac Danladi. Hit to all parts of the ground here. Straight, square. This one, again, square of the wicket. On both sides. Straight as an arrow. Maximum hitting, you would say. Full power. And that one was the ceiling shot that made sure they get over the line with ease. Winning by 10 wickets is Nigeria. Have a look at the match summary. Winning the toss was Botswana. They chose to bowl first. But however, look at that. Monarchs 20 from 15, Karamutlanka 17 from 19. We thought that was enough, thought that was a good and a decent total. But however, Nigeria will tell you that they had different ideas. Solomon Runshaw and Isaac Danladi split that desired total of 50 into 25 aside. Let's have a look at the match standings or the match table right now. Uganda still at the top. Nigeria go back to second from being at the bottom, where now Botswana are. Nigeria now number 2. And they have 3 wins and a better net run rate of minus 0.44. Rwanda still have a chance. They also have the same number of points, 6. but net run rate of minus 1.5. They just need to do better in their last game. Botswana, they came, they showed up, they gave everything that they have. Whatever, just not enough. So tomorrow, it will be Nigeria taking on Rwanda in the last match. And that will be an interesting one at 9:15. And then in the afternoon, we have Uganda taking on Botswana. I feel like it's a one-way traffic on this one. And alright, we'll be going down shortly for the post-match presentation, where Davis Karashan will be. We'll join him shortly.
Welcome the post-match presentation of match number 16 on match day number 8. Starting proceedings off here in a 5-over game. Botswana won the toss and elected to bat first. Botswana were able to put together 49 runs in the allotted 5 overs. In response, Nigeria cruised home with a 10-wicket win led by Rusewe, who managed to score 25 off 9 of 8 deliveries, but as well Danladi managed to get 25 off 9. However, allow me speak to the captain of Botswana. Commiserations yet again, Karabo. You won the toss today. In hindsight, do you think you would have perhaps looked to bat second?
Not at all. I don't think our bowling execution was particularly good, and when we were batting, I think there were too many dot balls. So if we played like that, it doesn't matter what we do.
Well, of course, having lost this one, you have just one more game tomorrow against Uganda. It is literally a must-win for you to get into that final. What are the plans going forward?
I think from my calculations, we probably are out at this point. Tomorrow, of course, we try to put our best forward against the best team in the tournament so far, and to try to take something home.
All right, best of luck in that game. Well, the captain of Nigeria, Sylvester Okpe. Congratulations, Sylvester. It's been a long time coming. It's taken you 5 games to get this victory. But what do you want to say to your team and how they actually pulled through today?
I would say kudos to them. This is just a show of something we can do. So it's just for the guys to keep trusting their abilities and showcase what they have. Any particular aspects to do with momentum moving forward for you guys? You're literally getting closer to that final. Well, just to keep concentrating every game at a time. Tomorrow is a different game, a different condition. So we just look forward in tomorrow's game. All right. Congratulations and best of luck in the game. But to make the man of match presentation will be the general manager of Rwanda Cricket Association, Mr. Emmanuel Biringiro. The man of the match, it was a very close one, goes to a gentleman who scored 25 off 8 deliveries, Suleiman Runshewe. Very well done, Suleiman. I thought you batted exceptionally well. But what was the plan going out to chase out that 49 runs?
I think the plan was see ball, hit ball, and make sure less dot balls, and make sure you get more boundary as much as possible. And if the boundary is not coming, you have to run between the wicket very well.
What does this inning mean for you picking up momentum going into that final?
I think it's a good shift for us, getting a win before the last game, before the final. The guys' heads are up and they are ready to go for it.
All right, congratulations yet again. That was it from the post-match presentation.
Man of the match was Solomon Ronchwe, 25 of 8. Magnificent hits that he got there. Match summary there. Botswana won the toss, chose to bat first. Monarchs Castleman, 20 from 15. Karamotlanka aided with 7 of 9. Getting to 49. They thought that would be a defendable total, but however, Nigeria had other ideas. They got through that within 2.5 overs. Solomon Ronchwe, 25 from 8. Isaac Danladi as well, 25 from 9. Difficult one to choose player of the match because both batters were quite well. Nigeria winning by 10 wickets. So tomorrow's matches, before we get to the final, there will be another double. Nigeria will face off Uganda at 1:45 in the afternoon, and that's definitely something you can look forward to right here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. But then in the morning, it's Nigeria taking on Rwanda. Both teams do have a chance, or three rather, but one will still is one slightly better. Nigeria versus Rwanda tomorrow, a must-see at 9:15 a.m. local time tomorrow. It's the ITL20 Continental Cup powered by Fancode. Tawanda Eli signing off. Catch us tomorrow, same time, same place.